Right then guys, in this tutorial I'm going to show you a lovely piece of software called Hootsuite, which is great for programming and pre-scheduling it, and there's different packages, and the free package, let's just have a look, is pretty damn good. So create share. The only thing without the free package, you're limited to the certain amount of domains or website, social media that you can link, and you can't block schedule. But for the beginner, it's totally brilliant for doing it sort of day by day, week by week. So the first thing we do is we'll sign up. Click the sign up button. We want the free package. So yeah, social profiles up to 3, which is good. Your Facebook, your Twitter, and maybe your Google Plus or something like that. So yep. Okay, we've got a free package. Get started. But as you see, there's one there, $6.99 a month. I'd wait for that to be a little bit more established. So email address will be admin@UNIRadio. Don't know what that bit is. We can just delete that one. Our full name, so we'll go for Big Scott Radio. Password is yes, GMT UK, that's correct. Right, create account. So we wait for it to come up. Add your social networks. So we go to Twitter. Username is at UNIRadio HQ. Password is remember me. Authorize the app. Right, so yes, it says it's done that one. So we'll do the same with Facebook. You'll continue. You'll need to switch from using. Okay, so we click switch because I've got various accounts doing various different things. Right, so that is, I think. So we'll continue. Right, so then it tells us what do we want to pages. So there we go add. Oh, in fact, hang on a second here. I'm going to just make sure that I am logged out of Facebook as. So let me just close Facebook because it does get confused sometimes. So if we do a total log out, see it says sorry, we got confused. So I'll tell you what, if we just close that Facebook, go back to Hootsuite, it'll ask us to log in. No, so I don't want to do that one. Okay, just give me a second, guys. Incorrect password. So let's go to Facebook, completely log out. It's getting confused. So we just say log out when Facebook decides to load up, like it does sometimes. Takes forever. There we go. It's taking its time. Right. So no, don't want that for a second. So there we go. Where's my log out option? Okay. Oh. Ah, there we go. Log out. Right, so I've totally logged out. So if you do have different accounts, make sure. Right then, so we go to Facebook. So you must sign in. Okie dokie, so we must sign in. So we'll go. Alright, so sorry, my apologies. Got to do that because it's under that name. I haven't set up a separate Facebook totally for UNIRadio. Okie dokie. So now if I go back to the Facebook thing, sorry. Right, so that was that. Right, and then we go for that, and then we go continue. Right, so there we go. So then I'm going to add UNIRadio. So it's already been added. And then I've got groups there. I could also add UNIRadio HQ. So we'll do that for now. Right, success. Finished importing. So now, as you saw before, you could have had your LinkedIn or your Google Plus. It's whatever you want to, really, whichever's your busiest social networks. Right, done adding social media. So right, here we go. So this is Hootsuite. So now it's asking you to add a stream. So a stream is a window to show you all the various networks. So we'll have mentions. So we'll click on mentions. So there we go. Mentions UNI Radio HQ. There's a link there. So now I'm going to choose here. I'm going to go to Facebook, and I'm going to go to we'll go to UNI Radio HQ, and then we can go to the timeline. So that will now show me what's happening on the timeline on UNI Radio. And then let's go to Facebook again. Let's go, so let's go to UNI. Oh no, I've done Twitter, tell a lie, sorry. So let's go to Facebook, and then we'll go to Pages, and then we'll go to, let's go to You and I. No, that's not, I don't like that. What's it? It's not doing something like that. Okay. Okay, so let's cancel that again. Right, so let's go back to Scott Travers. Then we go to Scott Travers, and then we go to Pages. It should be somewhere. Oh, I wonder if You and I Radio HQ. Right, there we go. That's why I can't find it, because it's called Unsigned and Inspired Radio. So let's go back. Sorry, my mistake. Unsigned and Inspired Radio. So you would just punch in your name. Oh, okay. Right, there we go. So we've got UNI Radio now. We've got the page there. We've also got UNI Radio, the HQ where everybody's linked, and then we've also got the Twitter. So that basically means you can now see everything all in one place. So when you're doing the work, and if you want to send a message to all of them, then you go up to the Find Here, see, there's a little button. So you've got a little star and a little pin. So you can choose which ones to select, and what I tend to do is select them all. Right, but you can do various ones. So if you only wanted to do one, then you just unselect the pin. But let's say everyone is right. We'll do them all, and we'll go, hey guys, this is a test with the new Hootsuite account. There we go. So, sorry, excuse the spelling. But there we go, new Hootsuite account. Right, so now, if I send that, it's going to go straight away. But I've got an option. I can save it if I want to. Right, save as a draft. But what I tend to do is, if you're going to program something, change it a little bit each time, but control copy, and then I can schedule it for today in 10 minutes time. So it's 8:45 now. I think you've got to be about 5 minutes ahead of time. So I'm going to set it to go at 8:50. So you click schedule, but also what you can do, if there's a really long code in here, so we'll get people to go to this site. So copy that, and then if you go in here, if you click in there and paste it into there, there's a shrink button, which basically means it'll shrink the URL. So there you go, it's minimized it, so it saves on your tweets, because if you're using Facebook, you've got loads of characters, but if you're using Twitter, you're limited to characters, so always bear that in mind. If you want to add a picture, add an image, select from your file, upload, let's go 100 by 100 transparent. There's other tutorials you can look, there's proper sizes, good sizes that you can use. So there we go, we put a picture to it, we've linked something to it, and then here you can either add a location, you can set your targeting options if you've been that ahead of yourself, but pretty much it's straightforward. So we'll schedule that. Just once again, I'll just copy that, control copy. So I'm going to schedule that for, it's going to go at 8:50. So we can click schedule, and then over on the left hand side you see there's a little publisher button. You click on that, it tells you what's scheduled. So let's schedule another one. So let's do this. So we'll do control V, and this time I'm going to schedule it for tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. and we'll add a picture. You have to do this with each project with the free package, but it's pretty straightforward enough. So you've added a picture, everything's there, everything's good to go. So, but this time I'm only going to send it to my Twitter followers. So we'll take that one off, and we'll take that one off. And then if we click schedule, there we go now. And then as you can see, this one's got a number 3. So that's being sent to 3 profiles. This one's only being sent to 1. So that's pretty much the basics of Hootsuite. A great thing to do to pre-program on a fast. I do it once a week or once a month, but try and change it up, be a little bit fun and quirky, because people can predict if it's automated. But if you put in different characters and stuff, you can sit there for an hour and program a whole month's worth of events. So it's well worth doing. So that is Hootsuite. If you have any questions, do go over to www.uniradio.com. There's other tutorials on there, and you can get in contact. And if you want to book some personal time with me, I'm quite happy for you to pay for me to do a personal tutorial. So this is Big Scott. I'll speak to you soon. Cheers. Hope you enjoy. Watch out for the next video.